Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, your wet dreams will come true. The only and the one that you dream of sleeping with. The guy that everybody loves in this game is here with me, my clanmate GREEK-LEONIDAS. Hello, Leo. What's up?
Hello, I'm fine.
You know, I saved you to be the last one for those interviews. Do you feel honored, special?
The last one.
Yes.
Why you were not gonna make any other interviews after me?
I don't know. I think that from what we are going to hear, it wouldn't be necessary to hear any other guys.
I think you should continue that and try to get some more interviews
All right.
from other clans as well.
Yeah, you're the first from the Greek clan.
That's fine.
So, Leo, when does the story start for you with Rome Total War?
My story starts before 14 years. I was playing as a random, of course, a clanless, I mean, and I was playing about 3 to 4 hours every day on the start. I remember I was using Greek cities and I was taking bridge battles. So I stuck on a bridge and I try, nobody to pass on from the bridge, and that was easy. It was an easy defending 60k bridge battles with noobs. I was a noob as well, but it was very easy for me because Spartans are very strong, as you know.
Yeah,
And with
you haven't been in the Greek clan yet, so
no,
you couldn't. There's a way to beat Spartans always, right?
yes, there is a way, but I was playing with people. I think there were clans as well. They were from clans. I mean, so they didn't know what to do. They were like me. So I was playing bridges. I was took the bridge, and that was. So I had many wins when I started as a clanless.
Undefeated.
Yes, and I thought that I was doing good. And one day, a guy came in the game. His name was Saxman. You might know him.
I've never played with him, but yeah, I have heard stories about him.
Yeah, Saxman was like a co-founder for Greek clan, not the co-founder. I will explain exactly what was the position of Saxman in the Greek clan. Anyway,
By the way, he wasn't a Greek one, but you would.
No.
Yeah.
I can name you a lot of people.
Yes.
Back then, like Sarah Saxman, Mike, a lot of people that they were not.
Because there's
actually Greek.
A legend that Greek clan recruits only Greek people, which is not true, of course.
Well, it's a bit true. I'll explain what happened with that. But at that times we had Mike, Flashman, Lancelot, Saxman, Zero. They play as Greeks, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Saxman saw me on a game. He came on a game which I make, and because I was making games, because I want breeze, as you understand, to win the game.
Yeah.
And he played with me, and he managed to win me, of course. And after that, he asked me where are you from, stuff like that. I was using the name Elinas, which means Greek for the friends that they don't speak Greek. And he told me where are you from. I said I'm Greek. He said you know there is a Greek clan in the game. I said I don't know. No. He said, do you want to join a clan? I said, I'm not thinking to join a clan because you might need me, I assume you have to play for many hours if you join a clan. I said, no, it's not like that. If you want, you can come and play as many hours as you like. But I told him, ask him to let me think about that.
Yeah.
And the next day, Menandros came in. Uh, Again, I assume that Saxman talked to Menandros, that there's a Greek in the lobby, and, you know, find him and he might join the clan. And he talked to me, Greek, of course. He talked to me to the lobby, yeah?
Yeah.
PM in the lobby. At that time, it was Game Spy when I was using to play. And he asked me to do two, three games together. He made some games, and I was very surprised of how he was moving his army, because at that time I was moving, and every soldier was moving. I click the group, not the group. I didn't know about groups. I
Eh,
just click one, and I
yeah.
move him. One, and I move him, and that's the way I was playing. Right?
Yeah.
I was an excellent player, of course, as you understand. And so I was very surprised of the way Menandros he was moving his army so nicely, all together, and they knew what to do. I didn't actually know what to do. He asked me to take Romance. He took Mace in the first game. I think I have this game as well in my records. And of course, he beat me. And then he took Spartans. I was again Rome. He was asking me to take Rome because he said it's easier to move them. For me, it was the same because I didn't know what to do. I had pikes. I moved them with the pikes down. I
Yeah.
didn't know even how to run the pikes. I was tried to run them, but they didn't run. I didn't know even you have to raise the pikes to run.
Yeah.
That good I was. Yeah. And after 2, 3 games, and the way he was speaking to me, it was very interesting. And I say, okay, I'll join the clan and try to see what's that thing. So back then, before 14 years, I joined the clan. I was 36 at that time. I had a baby 3 years old.
Yeah.
And when I joined the clan, and I was a wreck, um, I started playing, the game, and they say me that they're gonna train me and stuff like that. Menandros actually trained me. Um, my first win, as I recall, I have the record as well, as you understand. My first win as a record was over corner kill. Corner kill at that time was a very good. I, we had a friendship after some games. He was from BH, and he played Rome at the first game I was doing as a rec, and I had Spartans.
Yeah.
Managers have trained me. The back that days, the gameplay was different. I mean that if you see that game, that you're gonna see that the Romans went on the front of the pikes. They didn't surround and stuff like that, and they just do some units to bypass the pikes, and it was easier for the pikes if you know how to play them. I was trained by the managers by then, and I managed my first win. It was a surprise for me, as you understand.
Yeah. To beat a clan member.
Uh, First to be a clan member, and then to beat someone who was new at the game as well. Cornwall was new as well at the time I joined. I think if I can recall it, of course. Maybe Sparta commander know better if I ask him. Um, but anyway, that was my first win. I can remember it. And after that, managers trained me. I was doing good because I was playing about 7 to 8 hours every day. There was 1,000 people in the game spy lobby, and every night was a lot of people in there.
Before you
Um,
joined the clan, sorry Leo, because
yeah,
it's a story that I've heard from Tigranes. Do you used to play with Tigranes?
yeah,
You
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
Sparta and him with Armenia. He
yeah.
was taking always Eastern generals and you Spartans, and you were beating everyone.
I see you have You have read the history book.
Yes, from the forum, of course.
Yes, yes. I was playing with the grants. I was playing with the grants a lot. I miss that old days, to be honest.
But when you joined the clan, he wasn't in King's clan or in BH, right? He was
No, no, no.
clanless.
Clanless, yeah. We used to play together when I went in, and he was taking Armenia, I was taking Greece, and we spam Spartans and cavalry, and normally we had easy wins.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about the Greek clan? What Menandros told you? Like when you joined the clan, how old was the clan? Like it was founded. You joined in 2007.
No, no, no. I joined the clan in 2014 as a 14. No, no, no. Wait, it was 13, 14, 21, 7. Yeah,
2007, right?
yeah, 2007.
I
Yeah,
know better.
exactly.
So the clan was
You know better
found.
than me.
So the clan was founded when? 2006.
2005 actually, but it wasn't a clan by that time.
What was
You know,
it?
Menadros used to play from an internet cafe in Mytilene, Lesbos. Is
Yeah.
an island in Greek. He and Lysimachos, Greek Lysimachos, used to play together because they were, near each
Yeah.
other. I mean, they had one
Land battles.
computer.
Yeah.
Yes, clan battles in an internet cafe, and they liked the game, and they say, why not we make clan? The problem with Menadros is that he wasn't speaking very good English. He was speaking English, but not very good, and he didn't know how to make a forum. So he met Saxman. He and Saxman, that's why I said
He's the
is a
co-founder.
co-founder.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's not actually co-founder. He helped Menadros to build the forum, actually, and he was a recruiter as well.
So he
Um,
was a clan. He was clanless before joining the Greek clan, or he was.
yes, I don't know. I don't know about back then about the Saxman, what he was before. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as he joined the Greek clan, he was a recruiter because he was talking in English to most people, to see who is gonna come and join the Greek clan. And him and Sarah and Mike, there was a group of people from the same country, Germany, and they all played together. So
Okay.
Sarah was joined the Greek clan, and then it was Mike joined the Greek clan, and then Flassman joined the Greek clan, and then Lancelot joined the Greek clan, and all of them there were friends. I mean,
Okay.
so what happened at that time? It was Lysimachos from Greek clan, Menadros from Greek clan, Alexandros from Greek clan, and Miltiades from Greek clan in the first day. So we had about 4 people that were actually Greek, and the rest were foreigners.
Okay. So who came up with the training and and the tests that you need to
Uh,
do to become a full member?
the actually clan was built on 2006, at the end of 2006. What happened? One year, the Menados with Lysimachos, they play all day in the internet cafe and try to find out how to beat the Romans with pikes. So they do some testings, I mean,
Yeah.
and they came up with some ideas, and the main head of the ideas was Menandros. That the guy that he made all the training stuff in the Greek clan and how you should train. It was he had passed many hours of how to build the bikes. I mean, against Romans.
Even now, some of his methods and strategies, even though the gameplay has evolved, I think that they are still up to date. I don't
Uh,
think that they are redundant or something, or that they are.
some of them they still exist and they still
Well,
exist. Well, let's say that the clan is a two-level clan. What I mean, back then it was a more defensive strategy for the pikes.
okay.
After some time, which I know what the time, but we're gonna talk about later, It was more, it wasn't more defensive. It was more aggressive.
Well, first you need to know how to walk, and then you learn how to run, right?
Well, Menelaus was more defensively in his mind, so he had built a military training for Greek clan. A specific military training, how to move, how to use camera, how to avoid, how to move the cavalry and stuff like that, with the help of Saxman, because Saxman was a very good on PC stuff.
Okay.
So he have built some stuff to use it in the training, military training of Greeks, and then they have to build a way to move the Greeks over level by level. I mean, from recruit to member to elite member to senate. Okay,
Okay.
it was like a bonus. You have passed off all of this.
Yeah. Also, I mean, so that happened in 2006. So there was a time that you were saying that we are going to recruit a lot of people. What were the criteria for someone to be offered a place in the Greek clan back in the day? Was it just
But
like, I'm going to invite my friend so everybody is welcome and we will see how he does on his training? Or we have some criteria that everybody needs to abide before even inviting them to join the
no,
clan?
there wasn't really criteria. What was happening? It was, I think, in the mind of Menelaus, he would like to be only Greeks in the clan. Back then, he was like to be only Greeks, but he was supported by Saxman because he didn't know how to work a forum. He didn't know how to work around the forum, how to
He,
pick people.
okay, he wanted
And
only Greeks because he thought it was easier to communicate with them.
yes, 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 yes. Because Saxman, I'm sorry. Because Menelaus, in his mind, back to 2006, was three things. One, it was the military training.
Mm-hmm.
The second was in the battles, he want only one general to command the battle, even if it was two or three or four Greeks, or
Yes.
as a clan, I mean. And he wanted also to communicate by talking and listening from microphone.
Okay.
He was thinking that back to 2006, that we have to use that to be good on battles.
Yeah, he's a pioneer. I mean, in regarding like I want to beat the Romans with the pikes, and back then when everybody was learning the game, everybody was picking Rome, I guess, because it's the strongest faction, obviously. Like the dedication of trying to beat Romans just with pikes. Even now, it's very hard to do that. And seeing in the future, saying that we need to communicate, we need to move our armies as one, because your army is not just the 20 units that you control. Your army is your allies' army as well, right?
Yes, yes, that was happening, and you see now what was happening in the clan. Taxman and the fellows like Zero, Mike, and Flashman and Lancelot, they used to take foreigners in the clan,
Mm-hmm.
not Greeks. But if they see a Greek, they talk to Menandros and say, "There's a Greek in the lobby. If you want, go and talk to him."
Okay.
To approach him,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he was speaking Greek, it would be more easier for Menandros to approach and get some uh, a member to recruit. Uh, I have many games. I have played many games with Saxman, with Mike, with Lancelot, with Zero, and I had very good relationship, especially with Mike and Zero. Zero was an innovator at that time because he was playing with Egypt a lot.
Okay.
So we had many battles with, Egypt wasn't a very good, overpowered uh, as a
Faction.
faction. I mean, yes,
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
faction against Romans and stuff like that. And most of people took Romans at that time, mostly. I could recall about 98% they took Romans. Only the Greek clan and some randoms took, pikes. And
So
Seto was using very good. We learned from him. I mean, Saxman was using Germans very well. So Mike and Saxman train us with Germans, and Seto train us with
Egypt.
Egypt. Yeah.
Back then, when you joined the clan in 2006, 31k rules were, you know, were found.
Yes. Yes.
The rules as we know it now, right?
As we know it now, exactly.
Okay. Uh, I don't know. I have some information. Like people say that Brotherhood found the 31k rules. I heard Spartan Commander's interview saying that. Well, which is, I guess, it's true. Like people used to play with different money because they didn't know the game very well, so they were experimenting. But I have also heard before that the guy who actually found the 31k rules for Rome Total War was a Wolves member.
Yes, I heard that too, but I haven't talked to. Wolves were a very friendly clan with us, as you know, and we had make a very good relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I can tell a lot of names now just for the people to remember, like the general of Wolves was Malfred, my good friend Crixus, which I have a good friendship outside of the game as well.
Okay.
Aurelian, Abijat, Sarga, which is a new guy in the Wolves clan, Marcel, Warlord,
King of all.
some, and Beth. It was the only woman playing Rome at that time.
Who?
Yes,
King of all.
Beth. No, Beth. King of all, yes, he was in Wolves, but Beth, I don't think you have met Beth.
No.
Beth was in love with me.
Every woman
No,
is in love with you, man.
no. It was a picture, we have uploaded in a forum, and Beth was the only woman at that time. I didn't know it was, a woman, but she was the only woman that time.
Okay. So you don't really know if
I
it
don't really
was.
know, but I do trust and believe Spartan because I think he's a good guy. I have a very good relationship with
Mm-hmm.
Spartan Commander.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just like referring to
Whoever,
it.
anyway, whoever found it, it was a good move. Let's admit that.
Yeah, of course, of course. Since we're playing those rules in 2021, of
Yeah,
course they're a damn good rule set.
I can't play CWP. Actually, I can play anything, but that time I can play CW. I don't like it. Sorry for the people of CWB, but I really don't like that money. Mm.
So, is that true that people like I found Spartan's commander interview very interesting? Is that true? Well, he played the game since 2004 or 5, I think, if I recall. Uh, I found very interesting what he said that people from CWB clans would look down to 31k clans, like saying that we are noobs, that the real.
Yes. Yes,
So.
that was happen. That was happen. I was very attractive to a very good clan at the time, for me, of course. It was Sith. Sith. It was one of the first clans in CWP and on the game. I mean,
Mhm.
and I had very respect on them. I had played some games with Sith Aga. I don't know if you know him,
Yeah,
or Fire Killer.
I don't know him.
Both of them, Aga, especially Aga, was an excellent player. I can say that an excellent player in our times is Iraklis. So Aga would say that he was something like Iraklis in a better way at that time because it was different the way we used to play, and he was innovator in 15k. The way he was playing. I mean,
Mhm.
at that time I was playing CWB.
Oh, really?
Yes, I had played some games. That's why I know Aga or Fire Killer, or I had played with Tao, Katya.
Yes.
I had played with some Sao Kellum, some PK. I don't know if you know PK.
I know it from Aragon. He used to be
Yeah.
in PK.
It was peacekeepers, as they call them.
Yes.
Um, I had played one time with the guy. It was a clan that I think they had only one member, two members. I can't recall because I have seen them, one or two times in the lobby at that time.
Okay, so let's continue. Like
Hmm.
we are in 2007, 2008. The Germans, I mean, Serop and the other guys from the clan are trying to recruit foreigners because it's easier for them. That's understandable. Also, it's understandable from Menandros because he's the leader of the clan to have the clan the way he likes it, and he's the one who started it. Putting the thing in people's mind how to beat Rome with pikes. But I've never met those guys, Samax and Serop and stuff. So what happened to them?
What happened? After 1 year, I was playing in Rome, and we have built a very good relationship with Menandros.
Mm-hmm.
And I have climbed the ladder of the Greek clan. I wasn't a member anymore. I have been an elite player. I I have some skills on the forums. I mean, and I could
Overpowered skills.
No. Just some skills. I haven't studied that. I was just playing around, see some YouTube's videos. And my job is designing anyway. I mean, I'm an interior designer, so I like to sketch, draw, and I have some skills on Photoshop. So I like to do stuff around Greek clan. Some backgrounds, some metals.
Yeah.
So I thought, why don't we do medals? So we give medals to our members, and Menados came with an idea. Okay, we're gonna give them medals, bronze, gold, silver. But if they do something specific to gain them, and he makes some points to gain. So if you play with Spartans, you should take, let's say, 500 points to get the bronze medal.
Yeah.
Every battle, which is a team battle, this is one thing I have to say. When I first joined this game, I like to play only team battles. I don't see why people play one versus one in a strategy game. I don't know if you understand what I mean. You come into to play a strategy game to
Well, a
communicate.
strategy game can be 1v1 also as well. I prefer team games as well, but I'm saying that strategy exists
It's pointless.
in 1v1.
Yes, but it's pointless. You can see a strategy when you start to move 2 or 3 armies as in one army. That's the beautiful stuff in that game. The help of the others. When you do a couple of hits, that they're coming together for you, and all together we do one stuff to win the game. One versus one is, who is the cock. Sorry about that. Cut it on the,
In the montage, okay.
Yeah. Who's better? Don't find. I don't see why you should be. If I win you in one versus one because you are tired today, that makes me better from you.
Well,
I guess not.
I understand what you're saying. Well, I don't fully agree with you, but for 31k is a team rule set mostly. Like 1v1 is more. Like,
Anyway,
there are very few matchups 1v1 in 31k that have a meaning or that they are balanced. Since you're using only 5 or 6 factions. Anyway, yeah. So
yeah, in GREEK-LEONIDAS, if you remember, you have a medal for one versus one.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
All the other medals you could take them, and you could take points only if you played team battles.
Yeah. Also, if your ally has a pike faction, you earn extra
Exactly,
points.
exactly.
So
You
that
see,
means, yeah.
Menadros, of course, Menadros has the same ideas, or he moved his ideas to my head. Let's be honest. That's it.
Okay.
So we have the same ideas. Team battles is the basic um, stuff to play that game. It's that's what I like, especially if I play with a Greek. If I lose, if I win, it doesn't matter. I'm feel comfortable with every Greek I play in the game in a
Every
team battle.
Greek.
Every Greek, every Greek trained. I was used to play with Rex.
Yes.
I have to feel comfortable to play with a Greek Rec. Even I know he's a Rec, I have to help him to end the game, even
Okay.
if it was a win or a lose.
Okay. Even between Greek members, though, there should be some Greek members that you wouldn't feel very comfortable.
No, I felt with all of them comfortable. I didn't have any problem. Any Greek joined the Greek clan and start the training. After the training and before, of course, but before you can't take a new driver, and expect him not to crash the car.
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
Okay, he will learn, but he has to drive to learn. So that was the same thing with the records. They have to lose to learn why they lose. Back then we have no, no. I'm passing some stuff. You asked me about Saxman now, and we move to some other stuff.
Okay. I remember
Um,
where we are. Okay. Close the
yeah,
parenthesis.
yes. So when I start after 1 year, I start to make some stuff for Greek Clan. Menandros asked me. Saxman and Zero, they were very active, to be honest, in Greek Clan at that time. And so there are some periods that some people they're not active because they have jobs or they have something in the school. And at that time they were very active. Only Mike was active. And Menabra asked me if we can build a new forum maybe, or to change a bit the forum, to put into the medals, to put into the ladder stuff about Greek records to members and stuff like that. And I told him I can do it. So what I did, I make another forum. I built it. I showed it to Menandros. He liked it, and he said, "Can we move all the stuff from the old forum to that new forum?" Yes, I told him I can. And at that time, I think I talked with Mike that we're gonna move the forum. Maybe I think Saxman didn't like it.
Maybe he thought that you are
With
ditching him, like I made
Yes,
something.
I think like something like that. I never had problem with Saxman. Me personally with Saxman, I think that he didn't like that we overtaking control. I think.
Well, that's understandable, though, to be honest.
Okay, I don't know how he felt. He felt that time.
Okay.
Anyway, he left the clan, Saxman,
Oh, really?
and said,
Did he say
yes.
the reason?
I can't recall it, to be honest, but I think he didn't like the new forum. So
But he said that. It's not like suddenly one day he says,
no, 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 no. He talked. I think he talked to Menandros about that. So he left the clan, and after him, Zero followed him because they were friends, so obviously.
okay.
And the last one has left the clan was, I think he was Mike.
Did they
And
join a different clan?
no, no, no. At that time, they didn't join the clan. They were clanless, all of them.
Okay.
And they stayed clanless about a year, I think,
And then they
or more.
disappeared.
No, then Saxman asked to join the clan. Saxman, oh no, sorry, Mike and Zero asked to join the clan. Menandros told me to answer them that Mike can come to the clan, but Zero can't.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't ask me why. It was Menandros stuff in his head. So I told them that, and because they were friends, as you understand, nobody joined the clan.
Yeah. So I thought that was a diplomatic answer
I
to
guess yes.
Menandros to so none of them joined the clan. Anyway.
I think yes. I have different opinion at the time, to be honest. I want them to join. I didn't have a problem to join the clan because I was a good friend with Mike. I was feeling okay. I mean, with Mike, I didn't have problem, and of course with Sarah. Uh, but, that they split their way. Well, that was it. And from that time, we had only one, two actually. Ben Jansen, he was American, and Tomelaus
Who?
as Greek, as
Ben.
Tomelaus, as yes, the Vengeance and Tomelaus. That was the only two foreigners players we had
So,
because at that
but you recruited those two players after Sam and Mike and Serop left, right?
yes.
Okay, so there was no strict rule that only
No,
Greeks would join the
no,
clan.
but no, but in the back of Menandros' mind, and he had talked to me that from the new forum, I don't want to get any foreigners. I prefer to have Greeks in the clan. But if we take foreigners, they must love the Greek history.
Okay, so
So the rule for him is to be respectful to others. So he wants us to be respectful to all other clans and not trash talk, of course. And in the clan, because they were foreigners at the time, he wanted us to speak English.
okay, so we are
That
in 2009.
we are to 2008 actually. And then when I joined the clan, I introduced to the clan the voice chat because managers asked me to search and find something so we can talk each other. And we put it on the rules that if you want to join the clan, you must, have
A microphone.
microphone to chat. And it was very helpful in the battles because you can remember that playing with a microphone is totally different than to type chat.
Well, if you have Rome, it's okay, I guess, without microphone. I mean,
Mm,
it depends how you want to play. If you are playing random games, I mean, just friendly games and you're just enjoying your time. I mean, it's up to what people like. We in the Greek land like playing the way we play.
at
But
that No, it was different, totally different at that time. We didn't want to play it. All of them was friendly games, but it was under military training, so we have to play as a military. We have one general. He was talking. Nobody else was talking. Even if you could see that you should do something else, you shouldn't talk. You
okay.
left only the general to talk. And when he lose, he was turn back to you and say, "Okay, we lose. Why we lose? Let's check the games." Greekland came stronger because we have that stuff. We used to battle, and after battles, even if we win or we lose, we sit down, we look the game, we talk each other, Alexandros, me, Menandros, and say, what happened here? Rome did that. How we can avoid that, or what we can do to solve that, and we find the solution. After we find the solution, how to avoid that move, we have to find how to make it a stronger move again.
Yeah.
So if we can keep the chariots out of the cavalry, because remember at that time chariots always win over cavalry. We found a way to win that, and after we find a way to win
Who
chariots with cavalry,
who
we
found
have to
that?
find Menandros,
Okay.
and then we have to find how to win, how chariots can win that we have made.
Yeah.
So if someone else do that to us or learn that, how we can win that? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we didn't go for one solution. We go for the next step. I
So,
think
but I think you forget to mention that only the general talk during the battles. But if the game was lost, he was the sole. He had the sole responsibility about it.
exactly. Yes,
So
exactly.
it was his fault. He couldn't blame the others because
No, no,
they
no,
were
no.
supposed to follow what he instructed, right?
Right. And that rule changed from some Greek members, if I may say.
What do you
One,
mean?
I mean that I had a problem with Dio, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
the way he was using his general action, which he was general in the army. Uh, he was
Sorry,
talking.
your
I
voices
mean,
comes and go. Yes, tell me.
yes. I mean, he was talking. He was blaming others if you do something wrong. Okay, you do something wrong. What happened with that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are there to solve that, to see that, to check that. That's why you are a general, and you cannot give many orders same time to some people. You might be the best player. I think Dio is one of the best players in Greek land. I didn't like his attitude.
Mm-hmm.
His attitude, I mean, as a general in a Greek game and as a member in the lobby. He
Okay.
might have right, but if you fell down to other accusers, you are the same.
Okay.
You keep a level.
I agree, but sometimes it's very hard. For example, if you are getting accused for glitching and lagging the game for your favor,
I
and
had that from 2009, not as glitching, but you do something, you
yeah, yeah,
are,
lag
uh,
switch and stuff like that,
yeah,
useful
there's
hacks.
hacks, but
Yes,
you cannot hack that game.
I know.
Everybody that is a clever guy, he cannot hack that game with any way because you could change the stat. You know that you could change the stat. You could do mods. Mods you can use them in the gameplay. I mean, if you
In
do a
the single
multiplayer.
player,
Oh, no, 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 in a mod player, in a
but
team
everybody
player.
have to have the mod
Exactly.
as
Say
well. Yeah, the
yes.
same
Say
mod.
that I'm gonna mod an army, and I'm gonna. Some people at the back at that time they're modding, and they came into the game. You see that here they have Roman and they have mixed army.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Okay, that
No,
that's a cheat. That's a cheat, but I mean, it's a cheat because you don't know that. If you knew that, you could use that. Another mod army that you have made, maybe. So we could play a mod army in battle. That would be fair.
okay.
But even with mod army is not stronger.
I
It's the
don't
same.
think that he was being accused about bringing mod armies, like the
Yeah,
regular armies that the factions have, like Macedon, Royal Pikemen, not Macedon with Urbans, for example. But he was accused that he's lagging the game, that he's hacking the game. Also, Iraklis. Iraklis was banned from games that specific people would host because.
I have talked to Spartan Commander because he was banned from BH Games. I have talked to Spartan Commander back at that time about Conan have banned him.
Not just
Uh,
Conan, anyway.
First it was Conan.
Okay.
After some people that they agree with Conan, they ban him. But I think Sparta Commander, separate his position at that time.
Yes,
We talked to.
well, I'm not saying that everybody like, but I think that's the difference. I mean, Brotherhood is a clan, right? So, how is it possible for some individuals to ban a player from another clan?
You can
And
understand that because you are in a Greek land. Greek land has
yeah,
uh,
even
it,
other
it,
clans, they have the same, like they are falling on the same line.
no, no, they have a different structure from
Yes, I
Greek land.
yes I know,
Yeah,
I
they,
know.
they don't have someone that is the commander of the clan. They
Okay,
have a senate, yes, like we had a senate, but
yes, they have the Senate and they can vote for it. Like, should we ban Iraklis? Yes or no? What do you think? And if the majority votes no, nobody should ban him.
didn't
I'm
work like
saying.
that. No, 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 didn't work like that because I speak with Spartan commander. Some people they didn't like it and they do it like that. I tried to speak to Conan, but I just found a wall. I just felt on a wall. Didn't want to talk to me. He thought that he was sitting. I asked him if he was sitting. Okay, record the game, show it to me, and I will ban him at once. All the Greek clan will ban him, but you cannot actually cheat on that game. When I back on 2006, 7, I I would play some campaign games. I would change the stats on the units in the game, and I could play, with better stats in the gameplay of campaign. You cannot do that on multiplayer. When you try to change the stats and try to play on multiplayer, they just, just load the first screen and then drop you out.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to change the stats. Yes, you can mod armies and you can play with mod armies in the game. You can do that. But the other can record the game and have the same mod army with you after that game, if he saved the game. He could save the army, and he can
Yeah,
play
yeah.
with the same mod army. That cannot happen if you cheat. If I cheat with you in a game and you record the game, then you can see if I have changed the stats. You could
Yeah.
have the same army, so you could cheat the same with me, but that cannot happen. I have asked Sega. I have sent messages to Sega about glitching. That does it exist that when you glitch and you can win the game? And they say that's a connection problem
Okay.
because the game tried to get this the bigger ping is the problem. So the game take the limit of the worst connection, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes glitching on the game. When glitch happens, you cannot control it,
Okay.
and especially for bikes is worst. For Romans, you can make it okay, but if you take pikes and you glitching and you try to,
To
take
move.
up the pikes, you press the button to take up the pikes now, and after 1 minute they go up.
Yeah, I know, I know.
It's not on our favor. I try to explain that to some people. I had a problem with First Prime, and I was surprised because I had a very good relationship with First Prime. That he
Well,
accused me that we tried to glitch the game. Greeks, not only me.
me and
At the
you.
game we play.
Yeah.
Yes, at the game we play, and he accused that the Greeks win the games with by glitching. That's not a very nice attitude with an old clan like Greeks are, because I'm respecting BH a lot, and a lot of people of BH. I have very good relation with some old players, and I have very good relation with SK. So I never accuse them for something. I don't know why they accuse me and my clan for try to win a game. It's a game. Try to win a game by glitching.
Well, yeah.
Is that the target of for any clan in the game? Try to win a game with glitching.
Well, if
It's
you have, I don't know. No, of course not.
But just to let you know that some people they don't believe that. I mean they're with me. I have talked to them. Like today I spoke with Crypto and he said yes, maybe First Prime was in a bad day, and he talked like that. And I thank him because I see that some people actually they don't believe that.
Yeah.
And one point on that is because I saw your interviews. They're very good, all your interviews. But I don't think that is uh, every clan in that game have put a little rock to build that mountain that we call Rome Total War. Every single one, even 15 CWB clans, even big clans in 31K. I mean, like PH and like Wolves, Greeks. Everyone put a small stuff to build that game. I really like that game, and I feel very sad that it's getting on the end. You open the lobby today and you see there are 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That's really sad.
So, what we were talking about? Okay, so we have the Greek clan. Yes, we are in 2008, 2009. When Hasi and Demo come in?
You have to go to the Greek clan site and find out where they came in. I can't remember actually,
No, I
but
mean like, do you have Greek clan in parts? Like, let's say this is a milestone when, for example, Mike made the first form. This is a milestone when Demo joined the
we
clan, or when
we
Hasi
didn't have
joined the clan.
Milestone is when we changed the forum, because when we changed the forum, some of the people they didn't actually, um, fit in the clan actually gone. They didn't feel that they fit anymore. Not they fit, all the time at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So Saxman left, Zero left, Mike left, and after them Lancelot left, Flashman left. All of them which left, they have give something to build this clan. Saxman gave us some trainings.
And what did they took in exchange? Just Menandros boot, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. To be honest, yes. So, but they wanted to leave the clan. It was,
Well, they
if they
were
like,
pushed
yes.
to leave. Actually, it's not like they.
We didn't push. I didn't push anything. Managers didn't push anything. They just left because they didn't like the way the Greek land starting to build in the new forum. Mainly for Greeks because I think Saxman had talked with Menelaus and he told him that I want mainly Greeks in the clan and Saxman didn't like it. I think.
How many members did we have back then?
Uh, Active members
Yes.
active members, we had about, if we count Zero Saxman, Lancelot, Mike, Flashman, me, Alexandros, Miltiadis, Menados, about 8.
So
But
every
we have
time.
about 15, 16 players, but about 8 to 10 players, active.
So the other
Mostly,
ones were like Tomelaos, Vengeance.
yes, they came later, but with the Game Spy, we had about 2 to 3 games Greekland on the lobby.
Of six players.
4 to 6, 8 to 6.
Okay. So it was a clan with a lot of members active every day.
It was a lot, yes, but all the clans at that time they had a lot of members. Wolves have a lot of members. P8s have a lot of members. I mean, all the main clans 31k they had a lot of members, and of course the famous 15k clans, which were
Huge.
what uh, they were playing mainly CWB, and of course they dislike us as a 31kers. No skills on 31k, which I don't agree, of course.
So what do you think when, like, let's make another parenthesis, when Iraklis decided to play CWB and he was playing them straight up and he was a 31k player?
I liked it. I liked it because I saw one Greek that he was playing extremely good, even in 15k as in 31k. Iraklis is a very clever player. I think he gave the boost for aggressive playing in Greekland. It's a milestone when he came. But it's a milestone because after Iraklis, I think Greekland wasn't the same anymore.
What do you mean?
Uh, Menandros left. He couldn't stay active. He had his work and he couldn't be active anymore. And Menelaus he used to keep the Greeks together. I mean, he was doing the training. He was very good trainer. Not like me. I'm a medium rage
Well,
trainer.
you trained me, and you can
I
see how
train
good I
most.
am.
I train most of the Greeks. I think. I can recall you, Dio. Most of the Greeks have been passed
Massive
through me
demo.
of the training. Yes, but all my students are better than me. I mean, all of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in a middle range. I was better back then
But
because
that's the
I was
definition
playing
of the
8
good
hours. Yeah.
teacher. Yeah, but that's the definition of the good teacher, to make the students better than him.
Yes, that's true. But they have to have some skills as well to be better. And all of you had skills. Everyone, good skill. Everyone has different skills. But You have to have skills to play. I remember Athenian. He was a very good player. Greek Athenian. I don't know if you
Yeah,
managed to.
I've never played with him, but I know.
He was a
I've
very
heard
good
some
player.
stories. Yeah.
It was he had skills. He passed from the Greek land about 6 months, and that was it. Then he left. He disappeared from the game. I mean,
Okay. I've
so
heard
yes,
some
but after
stories from Irakli
after
saying that Athenian was, I mean, he was just playing and he would blame all the others except for himself, for example.
uh, the difference is that everyone, even most of the Greeks, I mean, what I have heard in the lobby from the people that I have played together is that all the Greek clan, when they play with others, they are very helpful, if you know what I mean, in the mainstream of the game. They try to help each other. So if you are the only Greek in a game and you have a beast, let's say you are a Greek and you play with beast and someone else, you try to see how to help them. I
Yes.
play with. There are some people I can play. There are some people I can't play with them in the game. When I play with them, I feel that I'm gonna lose. I don't feel comfortable because they don't seem to understand the use of let's help the other. They play just for them.
Can you name some players of that they are doing that?
Yes, but wouldn't be very nice for me. But that's the truth.
No,
I
no, it's
can't.
not. It's like there are some players that you don't feel comfortable playing with. We are not saying that they are bad players or something. You
No, they might
personally,
play with. Yes, they might play with others.
and
But when you play with pikes, you have to understand that the one who play with the pikes, he needs some support, or if he doesn't need some support, he needs to play with him. When you team play. You don't play by your own. If I okay, I can say you corn. I cannot play with corn.
Cornoviai.
Cornovi, yes, because normally when we do a 3 versus 3, he take Germans, but Germans is a different way of playing. If you play it right, you can, finish the game in 2 minutes. If you play wrong, you're dead.
Yeah.
Your whole team is dead. And I think it is something is doing wrong with the Germans. I
Mm.
learned from the best about the Germans. It was Saxman and Mike. I learned from them how to play the Germans, and they never let me down. I have lost 3, 4 times with Germans, but the rest I was winning. When I lose because of my allies with Germans. Because with Germans, you need the good allies. You need your allies to play good,
Yeah.
and I don't feel safe with Thor.
With
Actually,
Thor.
yes, yes, and we have a very intensive talk with Thor in any game because he's a trust talker, and I don't like trust talkers. And normally, I used to, just don't talk to them anymore. I just listen to them. But for what he's doing, he's changing his name. He plays with you, or against you, and then he starts talking, and that's that's like playing with a 14 years old baby. And I can't play with Blackjack. Sometimes we play good. Sometimes he plays. I mean, for the team. Sometimes not. I think he's a good player, but he needs to learn some stuff over pikes. I mean,
Okay, and
uh,
besides the Greek clan, with who play with what players you feel comfortable playing with?
I play with any Greek member. I feel
No, no.
comfortable.
Besides the
I
Greek members.
ah I don't have problem with wolves. I play with a lot of wolves. They know how to play. I mean, we have do some internal, plays with wolves at that times, at all times. And there's a lot of people I can. Spider, Lando. Especially I play a lot of KWR with Lando. Lando is a great player on KW. I think he's one of the best players in KWR, and I can recall I won him in one versus one or two times, and that was a great stuff for me. I could take a medal for myself just to beat him that two times, but mostly he beat me. Uh, Lando with KWR we play a lot. Mohammed, an excellent player. I think he's an excellent player as well,
Yeah.
and I feel comfortable to play with him. Beast, I can't recall if I've played with Beast, but if I played with Beast, I have to put my shoes, my Nike shoes to play with him. Yes. He runs like a shit in the front, and you stay back and I try to follow him. He's very aggressive. Uh,
Same goes for other players as well. Like for example, when you play with Heracles, do you feel comfortable?
Well, Heracles, yes, is a good player, but sometimes because he's very comfortable with his help, he feels very comfortable with his uh, faction. Sometimes he's playing very aggressive, and you cannot follow him if you don't know how to. So I'm not a quick player, okay? I'm not a player that he can make micro. I used to play better when I was younger because I had many hours every day. So it's something more easy if you have 6 7 hours and you do play good at the time. But after I left it and I get older, I don't think I can try. I am very bored to to run. That's why I don't play CWB. It's like I come here to relax. I do come here to have micro there, every unit and move there, move there. No, 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 not for me that game. And Heracles sometimes don't make me feel comfortable only for that. But he's a good player. He can win the game by him. Just
Yeah.
only him. Even if I lose, I think he's gonna win the game.
What about Dio?
Dio, as I told you, is an excellent player. Uh, he's an excellent, really player. He's a very good player, but he has a very bad attitude. That's what I dislike to him. Very bad attitude in the game. Not, he's not talking very well with the others.
Okay,
But I
but
don't have any other problem because I have met him. Actually, I have met him, and he's a very shy person, I think. But he doesn't feel very confident. I don't know. He wants to be the best. Okay, so what? What credits? What credits you have if you are the best in RTW? Do you take any money for that?
no.
I don't think so. What's the credit? You can say that you are the best player. You, as Cleo, that do you take any credit for that?
I don't care, man.
Exactly. I want to get in the game, having fun, play the game,
But
and
sometimes competitiveness strikes you. Like if your opponents, like not real opponents, but enemies at the game, they're talking shit about you because I don't think Dio was ever unprovoked. Every time he trash talked someone, he was provoked to do that. He didn't go out of the blue cursing people or insulting people.
that didn't happen to me. Can you ask yourself why?
What do you mean?
Nobody has provoked me. Just a few persons sometimes, but I didn't talk to
Well,
them and
yeah,
they just stopped.
maybe okay. You're different
So
characters, so
exactly,
but
exactly.
but the way you are referring to him, it's like he has the sole responsibility that he's a lunatic that went unprovoked and
I didn't say that. I said that he has a bad attitude. I mean, even some
to
trust
who?
talk to you. Even someone trust talk to you because I have some people I can recall in the back all the times that they trust talk to me. Even in the forum, they have came in the forum and trust talk to me. I don't give them the opportunity to continue because if you keep answering to them, they like that. They want to continue that. If you don't answer to them, just ignore them.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
just bored after that.
Well,
That's what I mean. He didn't ignore them.
well, all I'm saying is that there are reasons that you can justify Dio's attitude towards specific people because they started it first. To put it simple.
Whatever started, I don't see
I
who start
mean,
first. That's
no,
it.
no, no.
Okay.
I mean, there is. It has its importance. The one who throws the first punch, let's say.
Okay, don't play with him. Don't talk to him. Why you have to be rude to him? Just say, okay, ban him from the, you have the lobby, you can close him, you cannot see
Well,
him,
maybe Dio is
talk
not
to
a good
him.
Christian, I guess.
Okay, so you answer. I don't need to answer that anymore.
Okay, so um,
So Dee is a very good player. Uh, yes, I feel comfortable, but I don't feel comfortable if he's angry with someone in the game and then he's just moving around just to kill him and finish with him, and that could go to a battle that you're gonna lose. I don't think actually he's a good general, if you know what I mean. As a general, as a player, he's excellent. He's very good, but as a general, you need to have more characteristics to be a good general.
by the
So
way,
I think you are a good general in the game because you talk as much as needed. You don't over talk. The overtalks. So he say, move your units on the left, move your cavalry on your right, move your shoot your archers there. At the same time, they are not all people playing around you like you. You have to know the characteristics of each player. If you say that to Iraklis, he can do it. If you say that to me, I can't. So give me an order that I can do.
so who do you think was the best general in our clan? Like,
Me.
besides you?
um, Menandros I think Menandros was the best, okay, of all, because he was talking so slow and so nicely to every player that you actually could sleep and make the move after 1 minute.
Okay. So,
And Demo was very good on as a general. You as a general, because I told you you would move slowly and build up the way we're gonna move. And
Hasi?
that's it. No, no, no. Hasi was, you know, uh,
He was dancing. He was.
no, 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 no. Hasi could sleep at at the keyboard when we were playing. I could hear him
Snoring.
snoring. That happened, you know that, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so no, but he was a good player and very friendly player.
Yeah.
That was a true Greek. That's what I mean as a Greek clan player. Friendly, nice, and he didn't provoke anyone. He didn't have any problem, Hasi. Just, you know, put that in your mind. Hasi, no problems. Demo, actually, no problems. Heracles had problems because he was playing very good. You have problems.
I don't
Dio,
have any
he has
problems.
Dio has a lot of problems.
So,
Okay,
yeah, okay, but that doesn't prove anything. I mean, Iraklis had problems without doing anything. I mean,
Heracles didn't speak from himself. He was speaking by the way he was playing. But in general, Heracles was a good player, not only in Rome Total War.
yes, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think you know that
yeah, I know.
he has a reputation
In video games.
in video games. Yeah, in general. So I cannot say that he's not a respectful player.
Well,
He's
I have a different opinion, but it's your interview. For me, you give respect where you receive respect. I will give respect to someone that respects me. I won't give respect to someone that doesn't respect me. But that's a philosophical discussion.
Maybe it's a different characteristics of each person.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We are in the same
So
clan, but yeah.
whatever I say doesn't mean that it's
Yeah, it's
you
your
have to accept it.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your opinion, and I respect that, of course. So, can you tell us a little bit more? Like, I've heard a lot of stories from Demo and Hasi, from you, from Iraklis, about another 31k clan, an old clan called COR.
Yeah.
I think that was the time that we have mastered, let's say, as a clan, the use of the Greek cities faction, and we were doing very well with them. And Core suggested that Spartans are overpowered, so we should ban, like, put a limit to 8 Spartans. Is that true?
Yes, that happened actually. They said that is overpowered. That and we have to make 8 Spartans. And of course, I didn't like it. And I talked to Danny at the time, called Danny,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time, because Core they were very Core was a part of B8 before, most of them, like First Prime, Danny, and they were in B8 and they make the Core clan, which was a very good clan. It was a very strong clan. I mean,
What Core stands for? Do you remember? Because I don't.
no, no,
Okay, anyway.
no, sorry. I can remember many of them. I can remember Kotu what means, Gotu what means, Hos what means, RLS what means, PK what means, but I can recall them. But I talked to Spartan Commander because oh, some of the cores have talked to BH to to make the Spartans less, to make the Spartans be like 8
Max per
max.
army, yeah.
Yes, yes. I talked to SK at the time, Spartan Commander.
SC, yes.
Yes, and he was actually agree with me that we shouldn't, and that helped us to get out of this situation because they were ready. Most of the 31Ks, except Wolves, of course, which support us, and most of the BH support us at that time. So the vote, let's say, it wasn't actually a vote, but in the lobby, the talking in the lobby didn't pass to make the Spartans less max.
But they used to take Spartans as well, right? And you were beating them with other pack factions.
Yes, but don't forget that we have trained to do that.
Yes, I know, but I mean, they didn't see that when they take Spartans, they lose. So Spartans are not overpowered or something.
No, no. The difference is what that they mostly played with Romans.
Okay.
So play with Romans and very overpowered Spartans. Let's say that you can lose. But there are spike factions that they can win Spartans. They didn't want to play with spike factions. You know what I mean? They did want to play with Rome, and they did want to beat Spartans with Rome. Of course, you can beat Spartans with Rome. You know that.
Yeah. So,
But it's difficult. I don't say it's easy. It's difficult, but you can do it.
yeah, well, it's more difficult to beat Rome with Macedon or with the Seleucids, for example, than beat Sparta with Rome. I mean, yeah.
Look at that side. If you play Rome 1 versus 1 with Spartans, you can beat them.
Yes.
If it's 2v2, it's different.
I know. Because your ally would bring the cavalry.
Exactly.
For you. But, okay, and when did were there any 31k tournaments? Because I always hear about CWB tournaments, very popular tournaments, having a lot of participants in those tournaments. Were there any 31k tournaments hosted back then?
Yes, we had some tournaments back then. Not so many, like 15K. 50K was wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think every day we had about three, four 15K tournaments, and we made, let's say, two, three for a month, or maybe one every month. You can imagine the difference.
Yes. But
A lot of 15K clans
those
at that time.
tournaments were hosted by Greek, Wolves, BH. By whom?
Uh, BH actually didn't like to play, as I can recall, tournaments. So I can recall any tournament of BH. I can remember that, and I can slightly remember the first tournament in 31K that BH participant, and I remember I can recall that they win. But after that they didn't play. I don't know why. Maybe it was you know their line that we don't want to play over tournaments. Like we had the same line that we didn't want to go on YouTube. Menandros till now. I mean, you have made a YouTube channel. Uh,
Well, before me,
Yes,
Iraklis had made a
yes,
YouTube.
Iraklis had made, but before that, Menandros, when I talked to him to make a YouTube channel back then in 2008, he said no. So it was a solid line from the clan not
So it's
to make that.
is it also true? Well, I'm playing it full right now. That Greek clan discovered a lot of things, or a lot of things in 31K. Was there a policy that we don't share our secrets? That secrets, how do I mean secrets? That we find to other people, so we keep it to ourselves and we
There's
play.
some, there were some rules about some stuff over not on the recruit training, but over recruit training that we should not share because they're gonna learn it. But I didn't agree, to be honest, because people would see it if in a replay,
Yes.
and they can understand if they are clever enough. They can understand what we did, and they can use it.
Okay, so in
It
one
was a
way,
line.
yes, it was a line. So in one way or in another way, would you say that Greekland learned everyone how to play and use spikes in 31K, even directly or indirectly? Like you could go and tell to Hirxus, for example, who is your friend and he's from the Wolves clan. In order to beat Spartans with Macedon, you have to do this, for example. Or maybe you didn't tell to someone, but for example, Mohammed saw what we're doing. He understood because he's not stupid, let's say, and he's doing the same. So my question is, directly or indirectly, did the Greek clan taught everyone how to use spikes in 31K?
Say that, to be honest, but you should ask Mohammed firstly
Yeah, he
where
admits
you learn.
that.
He admit that.
Mhm.
Well, then I can't say anything about that. If he admit he have seen replays, he have learned, and that
Yes,
that means that he was a clever player to learn and see how you play.
yes. That's why
Um,
I'm saying directly or
Look,
indirectly. Like for example, Mohammed, and I'm using Mohammed because I know him. It's not like nobody told him how to do stuff with spikes, but he
I tell you a
saw.
secret.
Yes, tell
I
me.
tell you a secret in your line now, in your interview.
Oh,
Eh,
so I have an
I'm,
exclusive right now.
exactly, and I'm here. If that person I'm gonna name, and I'm here for that person that I'm gonna name. If he wants to say that I'm saying, I don't say the truth.
Okay.
I like very much Heaven Biscuit. We have a friendship with Heavens as well. I mean, very close.
Can you speak more clearly, please?
Yes, we have a very good relationship with Wolves, as you remember, and we have a very good relationship with Heaven. back that time. So I learned some stuff. I saw some stuff to Biscuit.
To Biscuits, that has the YouTube
Yeah.
channel, yes?
Yes. And after a some time, I saw it on YouTube, that stuff. That wasn't very nice for me. I felt, that, especially, let's say, I will give you an example about how you beat chariots with cavalry.
Yes.
They had the cavalry for chariots, okay?
Yeah.
I saw him how to do it because he asked me how you do it, how you can do that, how you can win. I saw him how to do it, and I saw him then to put it on a YouTube. I don't say that it's a little bad to say that we found a way to win. You didn't found it. Go and say that I learned from other clan. Don't say Greeks.
Yeah.
I learned from some clan that would be more fair.
Yeah, because he doesn't give you any credit
I
about
don't,
it.
I don't want any credit. I don't want Greek clan to have any credits. But say that you learn it from someone. Don't put it on your clan that we did or we learned, because you didn't. And you know that we know how to beat that.
Well,
I mean,
it's
how
a
to beat
little
the.
Yeah, that justifies what I said before, because everybody that are pretty new to the game, or some people that want to learn the game more deeply, they always quote Biscuits videos with tips and tricks how to play in 31k, and what he says is exactly what you told him, and what you
I
told
didn't.
him.
I didn't tell him everything. Okay, to be honest, he has some stuff from himself, of course, but there is some stuff in his YouTube videos that I have saw him, and maybe that's my bad. But at that time I saw him, the Greek clan wasn't active; it was only me, and that happens for almost 1.5 years. So the only Greek member in the clan, it was only me for 1.5 years. So I felt lonely, and
Where was I?
I think you were in the. I don't know where you were. I don't think you were around anymore. Anyway, and I had some friends, and we played together, and they asked me stuff, and I show them stuff, and then that happens.
Would others? Do you think others would agree with what you did?
No, I don't think he would agree. But at that time, he wasn't active, so I didn't show the main stuff. The elite stuff. I show some stuff that was in the beginning, like the training with the cavalry, which is a very nice training with the pikes. I mean,
Yeah.
especially the both pikes, which is more difficult than one. But okay, that was it. I think YouTube did good in the Rome Total War community. I mean, and very good. How you call it now? Why? Sorry, I stuck my English stuck a bit. Commentatory.
Yeah.
It's Sparta Commentary is very good commentary. I mean, the way he used to comment about. I like very much his YouTube channel, and I think it helped the Rome Total War community, and Biscuit helped the Rome Total War community with his tips and tricks. Other than that, we didn't make YouTube channel as Greeks, I mean, and I thought that we should, but managers didn't want to.
Okay, I mean, we are not a mainstream clan. We are not a clan that has the lights of publicity turned upon them. But if you think about it, because what you said to me about Biscuits right now, it means, and by judging other players who are excellent players like Mohammed, like Beast, or whoever else, I don't say that they learn everything from us. Also, I didn't learn anything by myself. I was taught from you, from Iraklis, from Dio, a lot of stuff, but it's like a compliment to see people, learning the stuff from the losses they suffered from you. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, for example, watching like people watching their losses against us and trying to find out why did they lose to us, and they are watching the replay and they are trying to figure out what the fuck did we do in order to win the game.
We used to do that a lot. We used to do that, and we used to talk about that a lot, and we used to do trainings about that in the lobby. Many times we have been in the lobby, me and Menandros tell me, take that and try to do that to me, because a guy do that in a battle and, he won. And I want to see how we can avoid that. We used to do that, and that was a good thing that we transfer that knowledge to our members, elite or not.
Okay.
And it's true that not only us, many clan members used to do that, watch their battle replays and find out what happened, like East or others, or like Mo. I don't know about Xerxes was doing that as well, because I talked to him, and as I told you, we are very good friends, and that's a weird thing. Over a game, over a screen, you do some good friends, and you have actually never met them. At the close. I mean, I was thinking, to be honest with you, my dream was to find someone to give them money, and let's say it was a dream of me, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Never, because it's very difficult to do that. If we could find a sponsor and make a party for many Rome Total War players, it would be very nice to meet Wolves, BH, Core, Hell, Kotv, Cyclone Tau, Hell, Horse, Sith from close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do a party and we all meet together. I think it would be very nice.
But
and
you would be the old fart in that party.
old and new. I think you would like to come to that party and meet the people you trust, talk in the face.
True.
Find out as SR, to see SR. It would be fun.
I don't want to see SR, man.
I would like to see SR. And I would like to, see him face to face and trust talk to be face to face. It would be more funny than from the screen. I would like to meet Fokker. Fokker used to call me Arrowhead back that time. You know why?
No.
Because every time Fokker was a very clever player. He was the first from BH players. He used to split his army to try to take over pikes.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of arrows, so he used to show me, get me a lot of arrows on my head. So he called me every time I was in the game, "Hello, Arrowhead." He didn't call me Greek-Leonidas.
Okay. So, who did you ever had like all the members that joined the Greek clan were good players, or they were in another clan, or just free agents? Like, were there any periods that the Senate of the Greek clan would decide that we need to recruit new players, or we don't need to recruit right now any other players, like we are 5, 6, 7, 10, I don't know how many, and
Yes,
we are good with that?
Menandros, I was thinking, like you said at the end, that he would prefer 4 or 5 members, good 4 or 5 members, Greeks, and that was it. That doesn't mean he didn't like, to get foreigners. He preferred Greeks because it was more easy for him to talk from the microphone when we do
No,
battles than to speak in English.
I mean generally. Was a recruit period, like a hunting period that we're going to recruit
No,
some
no,
new
no,
players,
no,
or
no,
like
no. It was a
random?
randomly
Yeah.
random. Yeah, if we say Greek, because as I told you, many others would prefer Greek. I remember a period that Mo didn't apply to our clan, and I really liked to have Mo in our clan, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't happen. It wasn't Manados. It wasn't very fun, to have foreigners because of the thing I told you. He didn't like to talk in English when we play in a game. He preferred to, you
Was
know,
Menandros around when Mo applied to the clan? I don't think so. Anyway.
I think he was. Even if he wasn't, I think he asked his opinion, and because he was the leader at the time, still, the leader, as you can remember, it counts more
Yeah.
in the last opinion of who is gonna come or not. But Mo was a player I would like really to come in the clan.
So I was the only member that you bought from another clan, right?
Actually, they didn't bot. They put you up. Yeah, they didn't sell you. Don't get it as a credit from yourself.
Well,
Beast told me you want him. I told him yes. Send it to me, and we just move you.
well, before joining the Greek clan, Iraklis asked me to do that because back then I was in Titans and everybody was talking about Rome 2, and from the Titans nobody was going to play Rome 2, and you told me that we are going to move on Rome 2. Iraklis told me the same, even
Yeah,
though only Iraklis remained on Rome 2 and beat
we
everybody.
lie.
Yes, you didn't know that the game is going to be shit. So,
We'll be sacked. Yeah, and I bought it 60 credits for that. 60 euros. Damn.
but what I liked back then, because I didn't know the structure of the clan. Back then, I was playing CWB in large. They Hades was the leader, and he told me, I just received an email from GREEK-LEONIDAS asking me if we would mind uh, like giving you Cleo, which I don't think nobody ever has done that for a video game. Send a personal email to the leader of the Titans clan, which was Hades, and ask him if he's okay. Because if he could say no, I'm not okay to
We, would,
to
we
recruit
wouldn't
me,
take you.
yeah, it wouldn't go. Yeah, but of course he said, sure, no problem. We're not. It's fine.
I was actually, at that time, I was curious why a Greek guy play in a foreign clan and not in the Greek clan. Because I could see as Cleomenes, I said, okay, that's Greek. What he's doing in Titan's clan. Not as a bad thought,
Yeah, yeah.
but, he's a Greek player. Why he don't come to Greek clan? He see there is a Greek clan. Why he doesn't come to Greek clan and play to Titans? That was my question at that time. And
I
okay, I asked Kate because that was the proper stuff to do.
Yeah, but nobody would do that. You were the only one that did that. I mean, for example, I said yes, I want to join, so it would should be GG. Like, no need to send an email to someone else. That was very polite, and I liked it. Like, giving a professional taste to the game and to the clan as well. Like, those guys are not here to cause any trouble. They are very polite. They are asking the leader of the previous clan of this specific player if they mind. I mean, that's the definition of being polite. And I liked it. And also indicates that this clan has a structure. It's not a random clan that everybody, just put the tags on and everything is okay, you are a member.
I don't take the credits for that. You know, Menadros has made the ethics for that. That our ethics should be like that. If we want someone, we should ask. We don't do wars as a clan, and stuff like that. You never did a war, you know that. It's a stupid to have a small community and do war. To do what?
But just for the fun, man. I was the only Greek that played in a war. IOW versus HOS. I remember that all of you were telling me not to participate, but I just joined, I guess. I was a bad boy back then.
You're still a bad boy, but we don't talk about that. It's my interview, not yours.
Yes, true. So, is it true, like, Iraklis told me that... Okay, I will make you a tough question.
There's no tough questions.
Only tough answers, right?
No, there's no tough answers. Just ask.
Do you think that Iraklis was overlooked by his own clanmates?
Yes, I think so.
So it was in... Okay, so can you tell us a little bit more about it?
What to tell? Is an overlook. There's nothing to say about that. I think he's overlooked, but to be honest, he was a very good player, as I told you.
Yeah,
He could do that.
he could do that, but besides that, I think that there is an opinion, let's say, that because he was very revolutionary, let's say, on his playstyle, and he introduced most of the new things that we are doing as a clan, the way we are playing right now.
He took to do that. Don't forget that. He took some stuff. He
Yes.
learned some stuff, and he built on that to do some new stuff.
Yes, okay, true, but it's not like the tactics or the strategies that he was trying to implement was accepted from Menandros, for example. I mean, sorry, I can't hear you.
Menelaus wasn't active at that time.
But he trained Iraklis.
He trained a bit Heracles, yes, but he wasn't active. He hasn't been active. He hasn't even played many games in the game at the time. I think it was me that I was looking that, some people do fit in a clan. Some people do not fit in a clan. I thought that on the first steps of Heracles that he was overlooking over us, that he didn't fit in the clan. But as long as the time passes, I see that he have done some, innovation, as you said, in the clan, and he wasn't, he wasn't so, out of the clan so much. Even now, I like that he has kept the Greek tags, even it's not the right Greek tags, but still it's Greek Heracles. He could be, just Heracles. That means he liked that clan. For me, that
Yeah, of
means
course,
he
he
liked
still
that clan. Yeah.
plays with me sometimes. When I call him, he plays every now and then. Yeah, but
So
the only thing is that we need to have good opponents for him to tempt him to join a game. And even though, man, like, for example, he has played tournaments with us, even though he hasn't played the game for 4 years, and he comes and he beats everyone. Really, I've never seen that to any other player. Like, people used to say, I'm rusty, I haven't played for a week or 2 months or stuff like that. Iraklis never said anything about rusty. And he was
true.
inactive for years, not just months. Anyway, so after when Menandros steps down, you had a vote who is going to become the leader of the clan.
Yes, you will. Senate. Why you ask me?
Okay, because you are the voice of the clan. You are the living history of the clan. You know better. I wasn't a
Yeah.
part of the clan back then.
Well, I didn't want to step on forward because Menos asked me to take over the clan. But I never felt myself as a leader, as a strategos, as a trainer, as anything. I felt the clan as as a small boy that he was growing up, and I like that.
Okay.
What I didn't like is when the clan started to, having only two members, because I know how it is. I left I was the only one for 1.5 years, and when I actually was inactive, it was only you and Dio in the clan,
Yeah.
and you really did sit for the clan at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You messed the whole things up. I mean, Dio was uploading stuff in the forum for himself, like I am the best, You remember what he did, and I was coming in and erase some stuff of that. Um, and after that time, if you can recall, there was a lot of fights in the main lobby
Yeah.
as well. I don't say that you provoke that, but I'm very curious. What was the trash talking at the time? I hope you have keep some records of that so I can read it sometime.
Yeah, I have. So, what about Tomelaos?
Tom is a special person. Tom is. Have you ever had? How do you call it? Have you got ever, as a kid, have a small bear to sleep with?
Yeah.
Well, Tomelas is that for the clan. I think he's the small bear of the clan.
Okay. But why
He's
are you
coming.
say? I think that his nickname was Killing Machine. Nothing
Yes,
close to a
yes,
teddy
yes.
bear.
Yes, yes. At that time, at the old times, he was taking Spartans or Carthage, and he just was moving forward, nothing else. There was no back, side, left, right, no command for Tomelas. We know when we play the Tomelas at the time, Tomelas attack. That was the order, nothing else. It was moving just straight.
Um,
That was where he was killing the killing machine. But is I will have a lot of laugh with Tomelos, and Tomelos always call me my strategos and stuff like that.
yeah.
Was make me blush all the time.
So, you did train Dio, right?
Yes, I can recall I did train Dio, yeah.
So after a while, Dio and was Dio playing the same time when Heracles was playing?
Yes, it was the same time.
Okay, so that was the same time as well when Demo and Hasi were playing, or they were inactive?
No, they were inactive at that time. It was at least Dio and you, to be honest, at the last people that I can recall training and play with. Anyway, you were better than me, far, far better than me when you start playing. Heracles was better even before, but yes. But I think with the training, he didn't need all the Greek training to be, better, but he learned some stuff. I'm sure he learned some stuff
Yeah,
from the
of course
Greeks.
he learned.
Uh,
So, and there was a period of time that it was only me and Dio, like you said. So we decided, there still back in 2015, 16, there were still people playing the game. Not that many, of course, like when you started playing the game. So, can you tell us what was your thoughts when we said, and we had a difference of opinion about recruiting MGM? Do you remember MGM, Nicanor?
yes, I remember MGM.
And Bubo?
Bubo, a special person, Bubo again, yeah?
Yeah, so do you think that we made a wrong decision, that we were desperate to have some new blood in the clan? So,
No. I can remember, but no. I told you that I was lonely for 1.5 years, so I know the feeling. Just get in the game and it's sometimes it was only you, sometimes it was only Deo, sometimes it was both of you. And I think even it was, um, you remember Muppet Show?
Yeah.
You remember the two old guys?
Mm-hmm.
You are the two old guys, you and Deo. The fighting all each other, but at the same time you had the love for each other.
Yeah, I can't deny that. I mean, with Dio, I have so many
Good plays
games.
as well.
Yeah, 2v2s, a lot of wins.
But well, you had very good 2v2 and you have won some tournaments with Deo together
Yeah, and with Heracles, like the
and
three
with
of them.
Heracles. But I mean, what you did is okay. I can understand it, and you did right. Uh, I am okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. And as I told you, I think you and Dio, it's like the Muppet Show old guys. I saw you all time fighting, and at the same time you were playing together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Uh,
That's true.
and I was feeling very proud that you had some wins together. I really feel proud as a Greek land, of course, yeah, that you had some wins over some tournaments, and that even if you fighting together, you still play together. That was nice for me.
Well, I was stuck with him. I didn't choose it.
Eh,
no, I'm kidding. No, it was very pleasing at
you
some.
don't choose you don't choose your family.
True. So you think that recruiting MGM was the right decision to do, even though he left or he got. If you remember the full story, we kicked MGM out because of Bubo, because he was disrespectful towards him, and then Bubo, I don't know, he went crazy and he left the clan. So, keeping that in mind, you still think that we made the right decision recruiting them?
Think that in mind, if we say that have recruited you and Dio back in 2008 or 9, I guess that managers would kick both of you out of the clan.
Even you then, because you didn't do what he was saying.
Well, I'm more, let's say, soft person. I try to speak to people. If they understand, okay. If they can't understand, I can't change their mind. But we cannot judge if you did wrong or right. We just wait, and the history will prove you wrong, or it will prove you right.
So, what did the history prove us? Like the decisions that we made as a clan, because it's not like I decided or Dio decided. We had a vote, and the vote said that we should recruit those two guys. So
Back at that time, it was right. You cannot, you can't, you don't have a time machine to see if
yes, I
MGM
know.
or Bobo will stay in the clan. Yeah,
Yes, I know. But because you said before that time would prove you either wrong or right, what did time prove us? Wrong or right?
I don't think that they prove you wrong.
So you could do the same.
Probably I would do the same if someone doesn't speak or is disrespectful. I would send him out. I would do that to Dio, but I didn't want to involve at that time. I didn't want to involve to the game. I was out of the game for a period, so I didn't want to get into that. That's why I did make you a clan leader and not Dio. If you think about that, you were the clan leader. You could kick him out from the clan if you wanted,
No, I can't
but
do that.
you couldn't do that.
I couldn't do that, and I mean, I respect Dio, to be honest, because the player that I am, he has a big responsibility about it. Because, like you said, we were playing a lot of 2v2s together. So, yeah, I learned a lot of things from Dio. So it wouldn't be nice or polite or whatever to kick him out. Of course, we had our disagreements and we still have them But I kind of respect him for the player that he is, even though I disagree. And well, like you said, it's your interview. It's nothing there's no need talking about Dio.
That's why I'm proud of you. I'm not proud. I'm not proud of your the way you manage the talking stuff in the lobby, but I'm proud of you as a team.
Yeah. Okay. So there is another question that I have to ask you. How many personal messages you're sending to people? Because every time when you log into the lobby, I see a lot of love from different clans, different people. Like Bubo is jumping in the air when you arrive. Paglia also jumps in the air. Everybody says that they love you, etc.
Yes, you know why. Oh, you
Yes,
don't.
I know, but I need to hear it from you.
Well, they know that Leo is coming, so if we play against Leo, we're gonna win. So all of these guys love me.
So, do you have something special you think about treating people like that? I mean, receiving so much love from people that you don't even know, and I mean, Paglia plays the game for what 2 3 years, but every time when he plays with you, even though he knows that you don't play that much, that you're getting older and stuff, he still enjoys playing. And he's a player that, he can't stand losing. And I mean, he told me, and I can see that even if he loses with you, he never rages. He feels fine. I don't know. I don't get it. Like he
Look,
loses.
even in my 50 years old, I'm very good looking, and all the people in the lobby of TW are gay, so they all love me.
Okay,
That's the truth. Sorry.
okay. That's what I was waiting for you to say. Okay.
No, no. The thing is that when I first came in the game, the first thing I done from the first years when I became Greek, I mean, as a rec, every time I was in the lobby, I was typing hi to everyone individual. So I can recall in these games by typing like in reality 10 to 15 minutes hi
What the fuck, man? I
before I
mean,
play.
this is a waste. Like every Christmas, you come into Steam lobby saying Merry Christmas to whoever is online.
Exactly.
Really?
If, yeah. Even if there was 10 PH in the game, I could say hi PH. I didn't say that. I say hi SK, hi Uther, hi, Bay, hi to everyone.
Okay. So, I mean, the game for you, it's not just a game, I guess. I mean, you're socializing through Rome
Yes,
Total War.
it was a game till I met some people that they actually changed my life a bit. Menadros, we are friends and we have talk. Demo, Cassie, we have seen each other outside. Dio, we have met outside. We have drink coffee with them. They are real people. They're not just a screen and a game. And Xixus, we have a very good relationship. We talk from Facebook. We have said that we're gonna meet each other. We're gonna unite our families and go out for a drink. We're waiting for that time to happen.
But he's in
And
Croatia, man.
that doesn't mean anything. He's very near from us, and I can move to Croatia for holidays, and he can come. But coronavirus jumped in, and he messed all the stuff.
But you know him like 10 years.
Yes.
Coronavirus came just
Well,
2 years
we
ago.
have talked that he's gonna come this year in Greece. So I was ready to meet him, but Corona just jumped in and just messed everything.
The Wolves clan, is it dead or they are still playing? Have you heard?
No, no. Some people, random people came in sometimes, but I don't know even the name sometimes. I know there's Wolf's Neon. I don't know who is that. I mean, you see some names that you really don't know. I play a lot of time. I don't play out there my Greek tags, to be honest, as well.
Yeah, well, if you don't wear your tags, you are not going to earn any points.
It's not about ending points. You know why I don't play with Greek tags?
No, I don't know why.
There's two main points. One point is that I can play with randoms, so I can play something different than 31k, like bring Honor gears and stuff like that.
You still like
And
those kind of games?
yes, they're fun. Sometimes they're fun. And the other stuff is that I don't play very good that time anyway. I don't feel, comfortable with myself, I mean. And using the Greek tags, you just uh, lower the famous stuff about Greeks. So I don't use it too much.
Do you can you tell us a little bit about the GBH rules, Greek BH rules? Do you remember them?
Yes, I remember them. It was time that we spoke with Spartan Commander, and we were thinking about getting more factions, you know, to use in the game because it was getting bored to use only the mainstream factions.
Yeah.
And we said, let's use media, let's use, factions that we actually don't use, Armenia and stuff like that. They need some help, of course, to play in 31k, and we decided to put some elephants, to use some more cavalry, especially in the mainly cavalry factions, to help them play in DBH rules.
And the
We
max
try them,
was 10 cavalry, right?
10 cavalry, yes, and we use some elephants as well in Numidia, let's say. Actually, I can remember that demo took a medal for Numidia.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
managed to took a medal within Numidia, which was very difficult, as you understand. Only to GBH, of course, rules. But
But they weren't very popular.
no, no, they weren't. They weren't.
I mean, even since the rules were GPH, I think that the people that were supposed to play more those rules were Greek and BH, right? But I guess it wasn't that popular to Brotherhood clan. Like they didn't like it.
Exactly, because at that time it was about 3 to 4 people in Greek clan, active, I mean. And, when you have learned to play 31k, it's something like you. It's very difficult to play some other rules. You can play 1 or 2 times, just for fun. But you cannot, you don't know how is your mood. Let's say we came in today to play and your mood is no, I just want to play just 31k 2 games and I go to bed.
Yeah.
So it's about what it was your mood at the time, and normally people prefer, even now, prefer to play 31k. Like I love KWR. I love it's huge. It has a lot of dead bodies, and I love 2v2 because that's the most you can do in huge, as you understand. But people they don't like it. Uh, just to let you know, if Lando is in a game I have seen that happen in BH game. Lando is in a game and he went out just to play KWR because he loves to play KWR.
Yeah.
It's the mood of the people, how they feel. So it wasn't the mood of the people to play that. Even me, sometimes when we went in, I wasn't in the mood to play GBH. We tried to see how people react. They didn't react well, so it just vanished.
Do you think it was balanced? Like Armenia was a good faction to bring with 10 cavalry, or it was overpowered, like having 10 cataphracts?
No, it was balanced, but balance, better than me, is what your ally brings. So even if Armenia is a good faction with Kaval, if they didn't be supported by the other teammates, and that's the problem. Actually, problem. I told you about the. You remember I told you about the people. I'm not feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
That's the main problem. The factions they bring in the games.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have two Roma. You can have three Romas over you, and you take Spartans. The other one takes, let's say Macedons, and it comes a third person, and it takes. No, it's not the right example. Let's say that the other team has three pikes. Okay, three pike factions. You play
Mm-hmm.
with two pike factions, and the third take Germans.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's ruined the game.
Yeah,
At
true.
at that time, you know, you 90% playing 2v3, 2vs3.
Um, I forgot.
So
I wanted to
so
ask you. Yeah.
so it's the same for GBH. That's what I mean. So your teammates have to build the army that you need to support the big cavalry advantage of Armenia.
Yes, of course. But I'm saying, well, this what you are saying is also true in 31K as well. But all I'm asking is, was it a balanced rule set, like having Armenia and Scythia in the same team could be no problem facing the Romans, just because
No,
they had
no,
10 cavalry?
no. That's what I mean. You need to team balance. You could have one GBH rule in it. In it, I mean, if they take two GBH rules factions in the other team, you could take two, but you couldn't take two and they have only one or none. It would be more difficult.
Okay.
So from that way, you asking, no, it wasn't balanced.
Um, so what do you think right now? I mean, you are the only Greek that plays with breaks. I'm not saying regularly, but you know, you will play from time to time. You're the only one that you are so loyal to the game. Have you ever felt that okay, I'm not going to play anymore, I'm just getting bored, or you are easy, like if I feel like playing I would play, no matter if, like, I would play anyone, I don't care, I just feel like playing? Have you felt bored
No,
about
if
the
I
game?
no, if I got in the game, I'm not bored. I'm coming to play. What I'm getting bored is the long conversation that you don't need to have when you start to set up, or waiting for someone because he has to go to the toilet for 10 minutes, and he didn't remember to do that before he get in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just getting bored at that time, not on the game when I start to play. I came in to play. That's it. But uh, it's very sad to go in the game right now. It's sad. I got into today and it has four people in there. It's sad.
Have you tried the remastered version of Rome?
Yes, but not on multiplayer.
And did you felt it's a good?
No, actually, it was nice. You know what happened to the games of today. I mean, as I tried to record games, they didn't have fancy and pretty graphics, but they have very basic uh, scenario
Yes.
to work with. Now they have very pretty nice graphics. They're taking a lot of time with video between scenes. Whatever game you play,
Yeah.
take a very good game of today and it's 109 gigabytes, 120 gigabytes, and mostly is videos. So you play a storyline that is a straight storyline. You cannot do many stuff, and it has videos, interactions. I mean, and then you play some game, and then again videos. That's very, 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 very boring. And they didn't change a lot in even in Rome Total War 2. It was a very disappointing stuff for me. I didn't like that bubble stuff. I don't like it either. You can't play a game. You can't play a strategy game and see your opponent coming onto you and having bubbles over his army. Excuse me, what's that?
Yeah, you mean when they hit the special ability?
Okay, yes, do a special ability. I don't want to see bubbles. Come on, man. It's a strategy game. Have you ever seen Alexander having bubbles over his army? What the heck are they doing? And the problem is, they don't. They never ask the Rome Total War community what it wants. Never. They
Well,
don't.
some people tried to communicate with them, but every time they were, just being polite in the emails. I know that from Paglia. But at the end of the day, they didn't do anything to fix the problems because we told them what the problems are. Even on Rome Remastered, even on Rome 2. In both games, they don't care. I mean, I think that the new games are more single player focused. They don't care about multiplayer. I mean, I'm talking about strategy games. Like, for example, if Rome Remastered is a new game, if you go now online, there would be no one on the lobby. Well, the lobby that doesn't exist, but you
That
won't.
doesn't exist
Yes,
exactly.
but you won't see any games up, any games hosted. You won't see any games. So that means
Okay.
nobody's on multiplayer.
Let me make you a personal question. You think that if they adhere us on what we have to say about Rome Total War, what we want to develop, so that game would be more nice and more pretty and more, attractive to people, would have make any change?
No.
No, I mean, if they could hear us and they could make that happen, we ask for a better lobby. We ask for,
I
yes,
think
good graphics,
I
but
think they already know that. I don't
they
think that
don't.
they. Yes, of
They
course they
don't.
do.
No, they don't. Believe me, I've been a beta tester for many games in the Steam community. I mean, and I have tried a lot of games as a beta tester, and I have sent respond back. What happened, what I didn't like, if the problem in my PC, if something bad happened, and I see that they develop that and they make it, and I have answers for that. Thank you. We have developed that. We have managed to do whatever. You can try it again and stuff like that. In that game, the people that making that game, I think they never play online.
Yeah, of course. But I do believe that they know what we are asking for because a lot of RTW players have sent emails to Feral or to other, managers of the company that they are making the game, telling them exactly what we want to have, what kind of features we want to see in the new game. But nobody is responding. They just respond to them. Yeah, okay. I think Spartan Commander also sent them a lot of emails, and he got the same response like every time. Also, Paglia has spoken with Feral, and even though he provided a list that he made with Dio of the problems that we are having on the regular Rome and they are still existent on Rome 2, still they received the email because they answered like, okay, we're going to investigate, blah blah, but nothing happened. Like, Rome Remastered has already 2 patches, and all they are focused on sound, on Chinese subtitles, on some visuals. Everything is single player related. It has nothing to do with the multiplayer or the lobby. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in there. Should be the main stuff. Should be the multiplayer. They
So,
could.
Leo, who do you
Yeah.
think is the best player you ever played with? Like, for example, you could fuck up and say it's okay, we're going to win anyway, it doesn't matter. how bad I play.
Yes, I don't play bad, so it could be me versus me and still win. But okay, for 15k,
No 15k, only 31k.
not KWR, not 15k. Okay, for 31k. From the Greek clan, or from any clan, or you want me to say for the Greek clan and from
Yeah, that's
other clans?
yeah. First Greek clan, then the other clans.
From Greek clan, I would say Menandros. I would feel very safe with Menandros because
Okay.
I have played a lot of games with Menandros.
Even now, because like
Even if Menandros would came now to play, would play with Rom. He wouldn't play with Pikes.
okay,
That was his action when he first, whenever he was coming after a long break, he was take Rom, and then he would take Pikes.
okay. So and from the other clans,
Uh, from the other clans, I would say Xerxes because he knew how I was playing and knew how he was playing.
okay. So and okay, you told me who is the player that you're feeling uncomfortable playing with. Who do you think is the best player using Macedon? Not, it, I mean, generally.
Generally. Okay, Menandros.
Greek city states.
Greek city states. Um, Greek city states. I like me in Greek city states, but doesn't mean that I always play good with them. But I like me on Greek city states, so I would say me.
Okay, with Seleucids.
That's a Bubo stuff.
That's
A Bubo stuff. I like that he was playing very crazy with
okay.
Seleucid.
Okay, with Rome.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's a lot of people playing good with Rome. I would say Beast
Okay,
because he's very aggressive.
with Pontus.
Pondus is between you and Dio. I would
Okay,
say you both. Don't say one of them.
okay.
Both. You are good both on Pondus.
And Carthage.
And that's a credit for you because Pondus is a very difficult faction to play with. It has a lot of limits in pikes. I mean, they're not very strong pikes, and they have a very limit with cavalry.
Yes.
So it's a very good credit for you, both of you.
And Carthage.
Carthage. Carthage. I would say Heracles because he play a little bit different. Heracles with Carthage. I think he could win Spartans, Macedons. He could win a lot of
Yes.
factions.
So, we said the factions. Have you ever trust talked to someone in the lobby?
Yes, trust talk, but in PM. So nobody could see me in the lobby trust talking.
Okay.
I can recall his name. He was a Romanian guy, and he was very. We were friends in the first, and then he came in the lobby, trust talked in the lobby for me and with me, and they trust talked me in the lobby. So I take PM on him, and I just returned the trust talk back to him.
Oh, that was Gerula.
Gerula. Okay, yeah, Gerula. Thank you for reminding me his name.
But why? Was he in any clan or?
Many clans. Gerula had a very good. He was very good in doing stuff, graphic stuff, generally. But he was very bad on relationships. I think.
Many clans, 31k clans or CWB clans?
He was in many clans, both 31 and CWB.
Under the same name, Gerula, in every clan that he was in?
No, but he was in one clan for 2 months, then in another clan for other 2 months. He wasn't very stable as a clan player.
Yeah. Can you recall any clan that he was in?
I think he tried to join Greeks. He went to Wolves, BAs, if I can recall, of course, right? It was a long time ago, so if I'm wrong, please, members or staff that they hear me from that clans, tell me no, he wasn't in the clan. Um, can't remember. I think he was in Psychelum, in Tau or Hell, one of them. He was
So
again.
he was playing both rule sets, both CWB and
Yes,
31K.
yes.
Okay. So, what else? I don't think we have covered everything.
There's a lot of stuff after 14 years to cover everything in one interview, I guess.
All right. Do you think that your time was since you've made a lot of I can say that the forum is your own and personal achievement, the way it looks, the way that it has so many threads, the way that it's an interesting forum. Like sometimes I catch myself like scrolling down to different topics from 2012, and I still find them interesting to read. And that's all because of you mainly. You are the only one that do the forum stuff. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have any forum or anything. So since you have put a lot of effort both for the forum and for the clan in general, do you think that there will be a time that nobody would maintain the forum, nobody is going to play the game, and would you feel like hard done, like you did all that effort and it's going to the trash bin?
No,
Or you don't care, like?
no. I was care about the forum. I did like to have music, to have visuals, to have graphics, I did all the movement from one base that was before the forum to free forum motion that we use. I read a lot in the free forum motion that every time they have something new for the graphics, I used to use it, in our forum. And I almost got divorced by my wife because I was spending so much time just to, make the forum as it is today.
Is that true?
Yes, she told me that you are spending so much time for something that it doesn't give you money, and you stay there. I was spending a lot of time. It was taking me about 4 or 5 hours for maybe 10 days. I was taking 10 days, 4 or 5 hours every day just to make the forum look like it is, just to make the medals, because the medals was made in a special in a program that I do the 3D for
Yeah.
my customers, and I was making all the medals there. I was build the medals, every medal, one by one, in a 3D model program. So it was taking lots and lots of time for me. But I never, said I regret about that. No, I did it with happiness, and I feel the lobby and the forum as my own child. And of course, I feel that now the forum is alone. But okay, I can, I don't have time to spend anymore on
Yeah,
that.
well, in
That's
order
sad, but
to
yes.
spend time, you need activity as well. If nobody visits it, so
At all times it was very, you could see that when you type in the Google quick line, it was coming from and the it was in the top place because it was there many people visited, but now it's not anymore. So it's okay. Anyway, you can't have it all the time. It's an old game. Don't forget that.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that you want to add? Something that you want to speak about it? Any stories that any fancy story that you may have that you want to share?
Fancy stories. Yeah, a lot of fancy stories, but I don't think you have time for that. I could say hi to every person I know to the lobby, but that would take about an hour, I guess. So there's a lot of stories about forums that I have been in there, and I have sent I was using a quick icon, or I was using my photo, and they're writing stuff. Oh, good, cool baby, and stuff like that. And it was funny. It was funny. We have a lot of times with. There is a map in multiplayer that if you play it one versus one, it has a rock. I can't remember the map, but it has a rock, not in the middle, in the one side, and you could hold that side with Spartans. And I was using that at my first times as a map to play and win the
Yeah.
others. There's a lot of stuff like people hiding. A lot of people use at the old times to hide units. They used to hide a lot of units, in the long grass, or to redlining just to win the game. And it wasn't fun when I was a noob. But after I trained and I learned stuff, that was an easy target for me anymore. Redlining is going to be an easy target if someone's just stay there, stick there, if you
Yeah.
know what to do. Uh, the most laugh I had after so many years was with Hasimachos, because Hasimachos is a guy that he was really sleeping in his keyboard. We were talking in the headset. We were ready for the battle. We were asking what your build is. My build is 14 pikes and 6 cavalry. Hasimachos, what your build?
Yeah, you're doing you're doing exactly the same
And
way.
that was it. We couldn't play with Hasimachos anymore. That was fun. Old good days. A lot of fun at the days. Oh,
W-
and I recall a very nice win, me and Iraklis, against two wolf members. They had Rome, and we decided to take Britons. So it was two Briton factions against two Romes.
Oh, really?
Who, yes, and that was a win.
Oh, that's very, very hard.
It was actually was easy because I was adhering Iraklis instructions. Yeah, I was built his army for as Heracles told me, and it was good. We made it and went to Rome armies. It was not very easy to do.
By the
I
way,
would
yes,
I would like to send it to someone to
I will upload it if you want.
upload it. Okay, if you can
Yeah, of
comment
course.
that already.
Yes.
As good as Spartan Commander, then I will send it to
And
you.
bang, as that cavalry hits. Yeah. So, what about Demo? Wasn't he a little bit cocky, let's say, or he was relaxed like you and Hasi?
No,
Because
no, 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 no. Demo was a very nice person. Very, 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 very friendly, very good. The only problem with Demo is that he was split into games.
splitting.
Yeah, yeah. He liked to play. Uh, give me 1 second and I'll tell you exactly because I have it in my game list. I'm an old guy and I can remember. Okay, he was like Rising Storm, Red Orchestra. Orchestra. I don't know.
Ah, you
Rising,
mean he was
Rising Storm
playing?
2. Yeah, he was playing that game as well, and he was splitting his,
His
you
time.
know, his time, yeah, in two games. So after a little bit of time, he preferred to play that game, and he did it very well, as I know.
He didn't play Rome Total War for much
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
No.
He did play, but after he found out that game, because he was a cop, his actual job is a cop, and he still is a cop,
Okay.
and he liked the games with guns more than I guess the games we used to play. But we had a very good relationship when he was here in Athens, because now he's not. He's in his hometown in Xanthi.
Do you think that like he was polite towards the other people?
He had some problem with some people, but demo, no, demo he was alright. Demo he was alright.
Okay.
I don't know if you know something different, but as long as I know, he
Because I
was okay.
remember him like back then. When I joined the clan, demo was already inactive. He just came back in 2015 for a couple of months, and then he disappeared again from the game. I remember when I was in the Titans clan, sometimes I was, going out from a game, and I could see demo trust talking in Greek against other people. Like, I'm not going to play with them again because they're complaining about
Well,
lagging and stuff. They're a bunch of idiots. But
well,
it was in Greek though.
yeah, but he didn't trust talk, as you say. If you say that they're lagging, it's not trust talking. Trust talking is I start to swear at you. Yes, that trust talk. But if you say it's lagging, I don't think it's trust talking.
No,
It's
no,
something
no,
that
no,
happens.
no. He didn't say that the game was laggy. He said that other people were accusing that they are lagging the game. Him and Hasi.
Okay, sometimes that might happen because in Greece we don't have the better lines in internet lines. I mean, yeah, but yeah, sometimes it happened. It happened to me also. My line wasn't good. Now my line is good, but before my line wasn't good.
Well, I don't think that it's more than people playing at the same, being at the same game, while their natural place is in Australia, one is in Europe, one is on the States. So of course the game would be, the ping would be very high, no matter how good connection you have.
The stupid is, what's the stupid? I'm getting mad when I hear a person play Rome Total War in a laptop over Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I know, me too.
That's like I did it in purpose, just to fuck up your game. You don't you don't play with Wi-Fi. It's so easy. Plug in your line and play.
Yeah, true.
But no, for demo, no. I don't think he was. The only person I think he was not a bad person. Don't get me wrong, not a bad person. The only person I think he didn't know how to use his language or avoid stuff. It was the deal. Even you sometimes you get out of the normal line. You get over your line. I mean, even you. But Dio was all the time, most of the times, over the lines.
Yeah, but he wasn't crazy, man. It's not
No, but
like
that
he was
it's
unprovoked and
no, no,
he
no. It's
wasn't a
sad.
troll. He wasn't a troll joining the lobby and start cursing everyone.
It's sad. It's sad because he is a good player. He still is a good player. I don't know if he plays in Game Ranger. I know he doesn't play in Steam. He's a good player, and he could be a better player. I mean, if he wasn't get into that troubles, you don't need to get. Okay, they say to me that you cheat, you do. Okay, I said don't or prove that I cheat because I can't cheat in that game. but I don't provoke them. I don't go on that conversation because it's not gonna go anywhere. They don't believe me. I try to convince them. They don't listen to me. So why to move that anyway? But you can't do anything. You can't prove to someone who doesn't want to hear that you're right.
Well, yeah, that person though that doesn't want to hear tells you that you are a liar or a cheater or whatever.
Let him tell it. I heard and I saw in some screenshots of you that some people accuse you, and I think it was Thor, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Thor has gone over me as well. He was trash talking to me, so I just don't talk to him anymore. He's coming with new names. Last time he saw me as a random, he said, "You want to play one versus one?" I don't play in one versus one. You know that. Mostly I play team games. I prefer to go in the
yeah,
lobby and play the games. I don't like one versus one. I'm not good on one versus one. I'm a bit better on team games. A bit, not a good. A bit better. So I prefer team games. And he said, well, let's play one versus one. The lobby was almost empty. I say, okay, what I have to lose, I'll play one versus one. I play with him one versus one. He was losing. He dropped the game.
yeah.
You know, he dropped the game. He just went out and he started trash talking that, I'm cheating and stuff like that. I understand that he was sore. Why to continue this conversation? I just went off.
No, no, no.
The lobby was almost empty and he was trash talking. Everyone can see what he was, writing, that he was Greeks and
Yeah, I
stuff and
mean, but
that.
it's
Okay.
it's not like the end of the world. I'm not saying
Come.
that you should try to convince someone that he doesn't want to be convinced, but you can say one fuck off. You are fucking idiot because you are telling incredibly crazy stuff about me and you're accusing me of being of doing something that I don't do. It's not like I'm a bad person if I do that to someone that provoke me. That's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
you're
saying.
getting into this in the same level. You're
No, no,
coming
no.
in the same level as him.
No, because I'm not stating retarded things. If I say
Don't talk.
crazy things, yes, I would be on the same level with him. I never said, because I've lost a lot of games, I've never accused my opponents of cheating in order to beat me. They beat me fair and square. This is how you lose in a game on Rome Total War. You lose
Yeah,
fair.
some people can accept that. Can you
Okay,
accept that they don't accept that?
of course, but I can always tell them something, because it's not like they're telling me in a nice and polite way, Mr. Cleo, I think you are cheating, and with all due respect, please don't do that again. If they speak to me like that, I would say, dear sir, I'm not cheating, can you bring me the evidence? But if they tell me, you fucking idiot, you fucking Greek, you are cheating, yes, of course, I would tell them, suck my dick.
I
I'm
would
not saying.
answer. Well, I would answer him, thank you very much, and I would stop talking to him. That would be my answer.
Yeah, okay. I'm not saying that your answer is bad, but my response, it's not, unprovoked, and it's not that it's
Okay.
ununderstandable, because we are
Okay.
humans, right? If someone tries to insult you, because
I would suggest go in PM and trust talk to him then. You don't need the whole lobby to see that.
yeah,
Let
okay.
him let him be in the whole lobby and you trust talk him in PM if you want. That gives you the advantage that you don't, trust talk in the whole lobby.
Anyway, yeah, okay. I quite disagree, but I respect your opinion. And
When I take your interview, you could talk about that more,
okay.
which I don't talk. I don't take interviews as you.
So, okay. I don't think this is going to be the last interview slash discussion that we're going to have. I'm thinking about inviting someone else together with you to chat about Rome Total War issues.
if you manage to take Circus or SK, it would be a very good,
E-
you know.
SC, man. SC, not SK. SK is a
I like,
different.
yes, I like to call him SK. Okay, I know it's wrong, but I like to call him SK. So if you manage to take Spartan Commander or Circus, I would like to have, a double conversation with them.
Alright, I will try to arrange that.
It's a bit difficult, I know, but
Yeah.
oh, I would like to say hi to Paglia.
Oh,
My yes, if you let me, say hi to Paglia, Spider, S-Rax, the people I can see now in the lobby, because if you told me to say hi to everyone, I could say to Malfred, Aurelian, Avijat, Xarga, Marcel, Warlord, Xixus, Eros, Saxman, Adrian, Darklord, Galesia. You remember Galesia?
Galecia, man. Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
he was
Incredible
in
guy.
Wolves. Yeah,
With Pontus,
um,
always Pontus.
yeah, he loved Pontus. King Marcus, King Pim, Tiberius, Tacitus. I like Tacitus very much. He was a very friendly man. Piper. Piper,
Yeah,
yeah,
Piper.
Piper.
Piper
Piper.
also commentated most of our tournament victories on his YouTube channel, and he was very, you know, great
He was,
commentator.
yeah,
And
he was, yes, I could say that he was a very great commentator. As Spartak, I think Spartak Commander Piper were the best in commentator.
yeah, I
Um,
agree.
uh,
And also Piper was a great player as well, and he won Cup of Nations. Yeah, I liked Piper very much. Very polite, very straightforward. Yeah.
I didn't have time to play with. I mean, I didn't have many fights with Piper, but the ones we have it was really good. They were really good.
Yeah, he was great personal around. But it's like because he was Scottish, I think. Like for example, because you're accusing my manners, there are a lot of, for example, I'm talking about BH that because they have a lot of members. I am very cool with most of the guys from BH, like Pompey, Talos. Well, he used to be in BH now. I don't know where the fuck he is. Spartan Commander, also Steve Longshanks. A lot of players. Uther.
Steve Losang is not a BH man.
What do you mean?
I mean, he has so long name that he hadn't got underscore, so I don't think he's a BH.
Yes.
I would talk about that in SK. He had, where is his underscores?
Well, I think he has two. Also, Spartan Commander has very few underscores, if you notice.
They should have 7+5, as I remember that's the tags. So it's in the front, I think it's 7, and in the last it's 5, as I can recall. So Spartan Commander is not BH, and Steve Loksang is not BH.
Kilabi.
Actually,
Also, I
hmm?
like Kilabi a lot. He's a very cool
Killa
guy.
B. Killa B is an old guy, an old friend, and an old guy.
Yeah,
Bombay
like
as
for
well.
example, man, you're very, how do you say it? Very strict with me. I mean, you know, the good guys are good with me. The bad guys, I have an issue. You are, the pacifist. You should be a priest, Leo. Preach
I
about
should,
love.
I should. But I married, and I like women as well. So sorry
Well,
about that.
well,
I couldn't.
the priests here in Greece have a lot of kids, and they, I'm not
Just
saying
one.
a monk, not in a monastery. Yeah.
That would prefer. Preferably, I would be a monk.
Okay. So, Leo, should we go to bed? I think it's late, right?
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I have to wake up. So not much time to do that, but it's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, we will talk again. I will try to arrange the meeting that you requested.
Thanks for the time you spent with me. Thanks for the interview,
No, I thank you.
and I'm waiting to see it on the YouTube channel to see what you're gonna cut off of this conversation.
Okay, just wait and see.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't put battles behind that I have lose, huh? Just the winning battles I
Yeah, of
want.
course. Already only winning battles, 2v2 and
Yeah,
3v3.
I know it's not many, maybe one or two, but try to find them. So
You know,
I'm not.
because I'm on Steam, I try to. I have more on Game, way more on Game Ranger, but you don't play on Game Ranger much, so I had to search on Steam. I have some on Game Ranger as well, but it would be on the next conversation, I guess.
Okay, I just won't be the ridiculous guy in front of all in YouTube. So please, please
You know,
put some winnings.
yeah, in the previous interviews, nobody would know that because I released all the interviews at once. Like I was interviewing, for example, Mohammed, and on the background it would be me and him 1v1, and he was losing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I have seen some interviews, so I don't want. That's why I say I don't want. I was looking the background, so please
Okay.
don't put a background that I have lose. I know that you have a lot of them, but just put the winnings.
All right. I will do
Okay.
it. Okay,
Uh, if, if you don't have winnings, just put a nice album with music, something like that.
no, I have a lot
Okay.
of winnings. Anyway, so good night.
Okay.
Thank you guys. And you know, the one and forever, the alpha male Greek-Leonidas was here, and he would be in the next, I don't know, when we arrange his request. So stay tuned, more to be announced. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye bye. Good night.